Thank you for joining us today. We are interviewing Harel Weinstein, of course, a member of the Biophysical Society Public Affairs Committee, also former president of the organization, and he is a doctor of science with the Weill Cornell Medical College, which of course is part of Cornell University. Thank you so much for joining us here today and giving us your perspective. Of course, as the former president of the Biophysical Society and current members of the Public Affairs Committee, you can give us your perspectives on the challenges that biophysicists are facing today.
There is great excitement in science these days because whether it is the research is geared towards biology, towards human health, or towards developing new economic resources and new energy resources and new materials, the tools we have and the theories we have evolved are ever more powerful, ever more incisive. They create opportunities to understand at a level that we have never had before.
How do those challenges compare to other science researchers in terms of what's similar in the challenges and what's unique about them?
Biophysics is in a very special place because biophysics really combines biology, which is an experimental science that goes deep into who we are and what we are, and physics, which is the umbrella science, the most fundamental approach to nature. And developments in both these areas have been spectacularly rapid and deep. And so biophysicists have to keep pace with the ability of new tools to actually see the neurons in the brain, to actually follow single molecules inside cells, to illuminate specific neurons in the brain or specific cells in the heart, and do this with tools of physics that are being developed as we speak, and then put them in the form of theories and mathematical models that can be analyzed with computers, simulated, and then brought back to our understanding of biology as a whole.
So what is the Public Affairs Committee doing to address those challenges and to make them easier to manage?
Those particular challenges, the best way we can address them is by bringing in a new generation of scientists into these areas, getting these scientists interested in these approaches, getting young people to become knowledgeable, to understand the importance of physics and mathematics in the quest for understanding biology. So one of the major approaches is education. But there are other challenges that face
which are
Biophysical Society, and those have to do with the dwindling resources that society is able to bring to bear on scientific research. And this has to do with, in our opinion, certainly in my personal opinion, with the perhaps insufficient ability on our part to present to the public, first of all, the importance of the research that we're doing and its outcomes, and to describe to the policy, to the representatives of the public, the importance of the scientific research that we do for the economy, the well-being, and most importantly, the future of this country. We believe that the scientific research is by far the most secure, the best, the most far-reaching, and in some sense the most American investment in economics and in the well-being of society. And I say this because who we are and what we are will depend on our being at the forefront of industrial development, of economic development, and this has been driven always in the US by science, by knowledge, by introduction of knowledge into everyday life and into commerce and industry.
And it begins with the next generation as always.
And it begins with the next generation,
right,
just as you say. So the connection is very clear, and the Biophysical Society as a whole, its members, and the public Affairs Committee as representatives in relation to the public are trying to address these challenges by addressing these constituencies, the young generation, the policymakers, and the public at large.
All right, Harel Weinstein, thank you so much for taking time to speaking with us. We really appreciate it. Enjoy the conference.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you.